Baby, when I tell you this is all I can picture when I think of how stupid Kimmie and Tisha look right now. Okay, I'm talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville because I'm still in Jamaica and there ain't nothing to watch. It's not letting me watch nothing on Bravo. It's not letting me watch anything. It's saying, bitch, you're not in the country. No, you can't watch. So I go to YouTube and what pops up? Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I go check out the episode. And boy, am I glad that I watched this because I actually was tickled and dying because it was freaking hilarious watching dumbass Maurice try to convince us that he didn't have a threesome with his brother and another chick. That is so I know people flip bitches all day, but you flipping bitches with your brother? That is gross. And there ain't nothing you could tell me. They did that. They did that. For sure they did that. What is Martell going to get online on y'all? What is he going to get out of that? And Kimmie, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. How dare your husband bring you along for this conversation to go sit with Marsau to embarrass your ass and act like, oh, it didn't happen. If it happened, how come he can't describe my peen? What? Sir, I've never seen your peen, and I bet I can describe it. I bet it's the darkest part of your body, ain't it? Like, come on, bro. How easy is that? No man who don't like peen is not going to tell you how your peen look. Now, if Martell was in that room like he said he wasn't looking at y'all. He don't like peen. He was looking at her, and he might not even been doing that because she was garbage. She was so garbage that Martell didn't even want no free cat. She was throwing the cat, and he didn't want none. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. So I'm just going to skip over the Tisha of it because she's so freaking tired and boring. But she was sitting down with Nell and she runs out the coffee shop. As soon as Nell telling her she ain't transparent, she comes back and don't yell at me. You're trying to ruin my marriage. No, she didn't say that this season, but you know, that's her favorite thing to say. But Nell was like, I haven't raised my voice. I'm not yelling. Like, girl, just because somebody ain't agreeing with you don't mean they're yelling at you. Like, Tisha is so pathetic, and it's like she's never going to stop, but she's sitting there telling her everyone's trying to ruin her marriage. She's been dealing with this for years, but I thought you didn't see the video. I thought you didn't see the video of Martell. You and Kimmie both, all y'all was acting like y'all never seen that video. Y'all didn't watch it, but Maurice told on himself because he sat there and named a whole bunch of shit that was in the video. So clearly you watched the video. Why would you watch the video? I thought it was a lie. Anyway, so Maurice goes and sits down with Martell. First of all, before that, he's telling Kimmie like, oh, I'm going to go talk to Martell because I feel like he's been painted as the villain so long that, you know, he's starting to play the villain. Like, he just wants to give Martell a redemption arc so bad because he's trying to get back on Martell's good side. And, you know, he feels like, first of all, if a man is lying on you, what kind of man is going to be like sticking up for that man? A man that wants to get on their good side because what? You'd rather keep the enemy close. That's why. You want to keep Martell close so he can shut that mouth up. Because if he was over here lying on you, talking about you smashed a chick in a hotel and cheated on your wife, you would not be trying to stick up for that man and go make up with that man. So he over there telling Kimmie like, I feel like he's been painted as the villain for so long that he's become the villain. Like, oh, poor Martell. And she's like, what are you talking about? He's always been like this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Kimmie ain't buying it, right? So anyways, he goes and sits down with Martell. His dumbass brings up the video. He like, yeah, so there was a particular video where you had a young woman on there, blah, 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 whatever the fuck he said. And he's like, and Marsau's like, not Marsau, my bad. Martell was like, yeah, it happened. He's like, so you were there? He's like, yeah, I was there. I seen it. Y'all both smashed her. Like, it happened. He's like, if you were there, what color was the carpet? Bro, I don't even know what color the carpet was yesterday in my hotel room. Like, what kind of question is that? This was years ago. He's like, what color was the room? Sir, objection. So you want him to remember what color the room is? So clearly the room must be a certain color that you remember. But I thought this didn't happen. But you remember the color of the room? Make it make sense. Like, you're just full of shit. You think you're a good lawyer and it's fucking laughable. So anyways, Martell is sticking to his guns like, psh, bro, it happened. I was there. He's like, oh, but I thought you said you were gambling. Oh, so you did watch the video. He was like, I was gambling. He's like, well, which one was it? Were you there or were you gambling? He's like, both, motherfucker. I gamble. He's like, yeah, you look fucking stupid. That is possible. It can be both. He could be going downstairs in Vegas gambling and coming back up and watching y'all run trains. Like, come on. So he's like, Martell's like, bro, Your brother Marsau flew her out there. Why you acting like we all weren't hanging out together? Like, the fact that Maurice brought this up is baffling to me. It's like, you really thought you was going to win this. You really thought you was going to eat and make Martell look like a liar. But you actually made him look like he telling the fucking truth. Like, it's crazy as hell. You're making him look like the honest man of the situation. So anyways, he trying to say it's not true. And, you know, he didn't give a fuck that he was talking about Marsau in the video. All he cared about was that he got brought into it. He's like, well, you know, you threw me under the bus and a certain someone in your video, you know, why did I catch a stray? And then Martell was like, oh, I'm sorry you caught a stray. Like, but basically, like, it happened. So what you want me to do about it? Maurice never sat there and said it didn't happen. All he kept focusing on was, if you've seen it, what color was my thing? Like, I have a particular looking thing. What did it look like? Like, bro, what? No one is looking at your thing. Like, I can't describe another person's thing. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, Maurice, that is not the way to call Martell a liar. No one's going to think he's lying because he don't know what your peen looks like. Like, that is stupid as hell to me. So that's how you prove to Kimmie that you're not cheating? Oh, did she tell you that my peen is pink like a hot dog? Oh, did she tell you my peen is brown? Did she tell you it got a curve? Like, nobody is looking at your ugly peen, okay, sir? So anyways, then he gets to talking to Martell about the night he got the DUI. He's like, do you even know what happened that night? Martell's like, no, what happened? He's like, me and Kimmie, here he goes to lying again. Me and Kimmie were all at Black. We were together in her car. Then after, she took me back to, I can't remember what he said, back to the office or something. And then Kimmie went home and went to bed. And 30 minutes later, that's when it happened. That ain't what the fuck Kimmie said. Kimmie said a whole different thing at the reunion stage. She said she had went to bed. Ooh, she woke up middle of the night, couldn't find him. So it's like, now you're saying she woke up 30 minutes later. Like, make it make sense, bro. You're not making sense. Anyways, he goes, yeah, then I went to Sadaric or whatever them people name is. I can't remember. He's like, we chilled for a second and then I left. And he's like, on my way home, I hit an animal. Martell starts crying. I'm crying too, because it's like he just keeps lying and lying, and the story sounds stupider and stupider. And Martell is dying laughing. He's like, you think it's funny? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. He's like, I thought you hit a tree. He's like, I hit a tree and a pole. So he's like, okay, so you hit an animal, a tree, and a pole. He's like, yeah. He's like, and what happened to the animal? He's like, it got up and walked away. He's like dying laughing. He goes in his confessional. He's like, bro, he sounds like my 9-year-old. I think he told him, you sound like my 9-year-old. And Maurice, stupid ass, just sat there like, bro, you sound dumb. You sound dumb as hell. You want us to believe that you hit an animal, the animal survived, then you hit a pole, then you hit a tree. Like, make it make sense. None of this shit makes any sense. Now, as far as you getting your case dismissed, I don't know how you did that, but shit happens like that every day. People get slaps on the wrist, get case dropped every day. That don't mean nothing to me. He's like, yeah, it got dropped because the evidence matched. Boy, get the hell out of here. So anyways, Maurice goes back and sits down with Kimmie and Marsau. Why isn't Tisha there? Who freaking knows? But according to Tisha, she didn't even watch the video. Now, what kind of dumbass wife ain't even gonna watch a video where a woman is talking about she got smashed by your husband? This type right here is the type they're gonna sit there and not say that they never watched the video. Like, you gotta be real insane in the membrane. You gotta be real slow, because that don't even make sense. Anyway, so Maurice go back and tell Marsau what Martell said. And he like, yeah, I told him to describe my peen and he couldn't even do it. And then Marsau in his confessional like, what was he looking at then? If he's in a room and we're doing something, what is he looking at? Not y'all. The thing is, it's funny that Martell had more respect for himself than to smash a piece of trash. He said she was begging for it. And I believe it, for sure. You could tell in that interview, she thought Martell was the hottest little thing walking. But even she wouldn't hit that. I'm sorry, even he wouldn't hit that. There's a difference when you an ugly dude like Marsau and Maurice, and you don't really get quality women like that. You ain't getting no melodies or no cute chicks. You gonna hit anything walking. But Martell, he looks good. He has a pretty looking wife. At the time, I don't know, maybe he wasn't hitting no trash like that. But that's all I'm going to say about that. But anyways, Kimmie, you look stupid as hell to be sitting here listening to this conversation. And Marsau is sticking to his guns like F Martell. And your dumbass is still sticking up for Martell. Like, oh, I feel like he's having a mental this and a mental that. When Martell sat there and told you he's fine. He ain't going through nothing. He's perfectly fine. So all them excuses you trying to give Martell because you want to get back on his good side, you look stupid as hell, Maurice. You look pretty fucking dumb. And you both are dumb because Martell said when he posted what time that video was going to come out, he was waiting for a call. He was waiting for Marsau to call him and be like, bro, don't do it. I'm sorry. But he's so ignorant and he knows Tisha going to buy anything that he tells her that he didn't even make that call because he's like, I don't care. Drop it. Tisha going to go with whatever I say. And it's true. Tisha gonna go with whatever you say, and it seemed like now Kimmie going for it too. And it's pretty freaking sad that your self-esteem is this low, Kimmie. But you know who I bet is not going for it? Jalen. There ain't nothing you can tell me that Jalen believes this for 1 second. After we know how horrible of a stepfather that Maurice has been to him, he believes this 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if he's seen him with some side chicks or heard about it around town. But I want to hear what y'all think down in the comments. Did y'all see this episode? And do y'all believe Martell on this matter? Because ain't no way. I actually think he's telling the truth this time. But tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Please like the video, comment, like, subscribe, do all of the things. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.